Hello and welcome. Welcome in, Sharon. Hello, Sharon Renee. Welcome in. Ooh, I should probably play a scratch ticket. My left hand just got itchy. My palm. Hello, Rosie Frank. Welcome in. Just bear with me a second, guys. I'm going to make it so I don't hear anything via phone. There we go. I'll put this up here. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the Lion's Den. Welcome in, guys. Okay. Let's see what the message is. What's the message? Let's see what the message is. For all signs. What's the message? I'm going to start with Aries. We'll put you on the board in a minute. I had a pretty productive day. I took the day off from work via school meeting, and then I had to go get my car inspected. That was something that needed to be done. So that's out of the way. That's comfort. Nice, good feeling. Things have been going very well. And now I'm thinking, do I share more or do I keep it to myself? I don't know. Should I share more or do you guys just want me to read the tarot? You tell me. Should I share anything else or should I just read? Hey, Carmen. Hello. Welcome in, High Hopes Libra. Welcome in. I got to put it up on my phone. This software I use is too slow. It's too slow. You probably already answered the question and I can't see it. It is all the way down, but let's see. Maybe somebody did, maybe somebody didn't. Who knows? We'll know in a second. I got share by Sharon. I see share by Sharon. Let's see if we see anybody else that says share or just read. I'll have to be quick because I've got to be in order with my, schedule. With what I share. It won't be this long, dramatic sharing session. Don't worry about that if I do. Hello, Julia. Okay, let's see. Please share. That's 3 times I'm sharing. All right, let's go. Here we go. Oh, the camera, you want to see my mug? Here we go. So, very interestingly enough, I was getting emails from my son's school, and I wasn't opening them. I got 2. By the 3rd time, I'm like, okay, I'm going to open this email. What is this extracurriculum after school thing, right? The school he goes to, they decided to help the kids build a playground for that school because the old one needed to be torn down because it wasn't safe. That they would have a psychic medium come to the school this Friday and read people, and it's a $35 donation. I actually let his meeting about him go on, and then once we are off the Zoom, because I'm sitting in the room with them, I'm like, what's going on Friday? What's going on Friday? And they're like, they start thinking ahead, like, not this Friday, next Friday, or the Friday after, like, oh, we have this going on and that going on. And I'm like, no, this Friday. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's people in this room that are a part of it. And they're like, oh, the because they don't know how parents are gonna react to it. Like, are they gonna be skeptical? Are they not gonna think it's good for their kids? Stuff like that. And they're like, oh yeah, we're having a psychic medium come in for and read people, and the donations are going to build the kids' playground. And I said, do you know why I asked you? And they're looking at me all like, kind of like nervous as hell. I got them all super nervous. And I'm like, because you're staring at one. And they're like, wait, what? Huh? And the administrator of the school was staring at me like, what? And I'm like, yeah. So I give them a little bit of proof, just a little bit of proof. And then I tell them instances, stuff like that, right? As I walk out, just so the administrator knows, I'm like, I was seeing you and his teacher. They were the ones. It was either you. I got the energy of you and her. I was like, either it was you doing it or her doing it or something about you two. And I'm walking out, and she's like, oh my God. Before we walked out of the room, she's like, I'm so nervous you're going to be trying to read my energy when we sit down and have these meetings with your kid. And I'm like, I said, not unless I feel like I have to. But as I'm walking out, I'm like literally about to walk out of the school. We're at the front desk, and she's walking with me. She's very excited because of what the little details I had given her shown. She was like, it was me. And then she was like, and I did bring Kim on it. Kim's I'm the one that pushed it to happen, and was kind of like had a hard time with the people above her. And then I asked Kim for her help, and he's got like 6 or 7 teachers. So she's like, oh my God, you're right, and walked away kind of frazzled. So I might go check this out on Friday. Bring my son along. But let's get into the signs. All right, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. Aries is on the board. Here we go. Aries. I mean, I gave them some pretty hardcore stuff. Like, I made it so it's simple. Like, I illustrated stuff. Like, I told them about, before we do Aries, we're going to start you in a second Aries. One of the things I had told them that they were not aware of. We'll put you back up in a second. One of the things I had told them that they weren't aware of is my son's mother. She has another son. And I said, we were sitting outside talking. My son's sitting right in front of me at the window watching his cartoons. And I said, I told her one night, your son's going to need you. He's going to come towards you. And sure than hell, she called me 2 weeks later, and he came towards her. Never had done that before. Her boss kind of intervened, like, you need to go outside, something's up. So, and they're just looking at me in the room like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. So just keep playing with your energy. Keep being, figuring out what you want to figure out in life, and don't just enjoy it. Have fun with it. But let's get on to Aries. That's my little spiel. And don't have fear. Something about it's not worth having fear. Go after the change. The change with action will produce results. Definitely will produce results. The cool part about that was I'm sitting there, and one of the older, it's actually his occupational therapist, is in the room, and she's like, I think it's anxiety. And I zoned in on her before I told them. I'm like, yes, you're right. And then I told them later, after the fact. So here we go. Let's go. Aries. What's the message for Aries? What do we have for Aries? Anything that wants to show for Aries? Wait a minute. Don't worry about anybody else at this time, Aries. Kind of remind yourself that anything you want to focus on, you can achieve, or you can do. A lot of you also already know that you need to keep the burdens at bay. Something about keeping the burdens at bay. The Magician upright. You have the 5 of Swords reversed and the 9 of Wands reversed. It's almost like you don't want to come off guarded, feel guarded, or deal with anything that isn't worth your time. It's like you're just not. It's like you don't want to be invested with anything that feels like it's going to slow down what you can achieve, gain with that magician energy. Hold on. What else is here for Aries? What else is here for Aries? Welcome in, everybody. If I didn't say hello, welcome in. What are you trying to play with or take action towards? You're leaving things behind of the past. There are things that Aries is kind of on the road of, like, if there are things that were bothering you emotionally, you're not allowing them to bother you anymore. If there were things that you've thought of the past, you feel like you're relieving those stresses, possibly even anxieties, Aries. Some of you are going to notice that you're working on that or wanting to focus on your health and stay out of that and move towards that direction, because you know somehow if you weren't getting the balance, you need to take the leap of faith, the risk. And I kept seeing the Fool card, waiting for it to show up. Some of you know if you've been stuck in a situation or a feeling of anxiousness or lack of celebrations, then it's time to move out of that energy with the Three of Cups and go after celebration. If you take the action, I feel like you get a victory. I feel like you get a victory, Aries. Some of you know that this is the decision that needs to be made as well. And if you're thinking it's not going to show up, I feel like the message I'm getting for you, just because other celebrations didn't, you're starting to move towards that direction, and that's what's important. That's what's important. Continue to build there. One shuffle. Continue to build there. For you, Aries, just keep rolling. I'm not pulling it out. You could be going through like a transformation, identifying with yourself or with inside of yourself of how you want to take on situations. Look what's on the bottom. You have double action cards. Some of you, you're gonna continue to grow with your stability, or you're gonna cut your mind off of anything that makes you feel out of place. Some of you also may travel or decide to move. That's what I'm seeing for Aries. Some of you are going to be traveling or wanting to move as well. Anything else for Aries? You're putting the past leaving it in the rearview mirror type energy, and you know that this needs to be done. That the past, you can't fall backwards into stuff that you feel like is just results into nothing that makes you happy. No forward action, no happy action. I've got the past, the Six of Cups reversed, the Seven of. It's almost like you don't want to lie to yourself about past or go towards the past with the Knight of Swords in reverse. You know not to build there. Some of you know not to build there. That's the quick message I have for you. Also, others of you could be having a very fortunate or abundant time now to probably like close to the end of the year, something like that. Just continue to keep the anxiety and worry down. That's what I see for Aries. Let's keep going. Let's keep rolling. Taurus. Nice. Oh, here we go. Taurus. Let's hear for Taurus. High Priestess. You may be very wise okay, Taurus. You may be very wise at this time. You may be very intuitive at this time, or you just may be trusting yourself at this time, or going through a phase of life where you know to trust yourself if you're the sign of Taurus. That's upright. I feel like you're learning how to trust yourself or your decisions at this time. I feel like you're really focused on that. Anything else? Taurus, what's the message? Some of you are really more focused on things you can produce or show the world versus love right now. Love isn't as, it's like you don't want to play with something that might have played around with you when it came to love, or when it offered you love. You might have played with somebody that was playing games, Taurus. You might have dealt with somebody that was playing games when it came to building a foundation. Could have been a guy that you went through with this as well. Doesn't have to be a man. It could, the roles could be reversed. Take the messages how they may resonate. What else is here? Judgment. I feel like I feel like this is what happened. I feel like you had to make a judgment and see the world, or view the world for what it is, Taurus. And because of this, that's good. That's good. It's like you're going to pursue action, but now we're going to shuffle. Clarify anything you can on that. for Taurus. You are. Some of you know there's a past person or love situation that you're not going to let it mentally give you any blocks. You're not taking that. You're like, no, no, no. Some of you, it could have been a Gemini as well. I'm going to tell you, definitely could have been a water sign or a Gemini, maybe even an Aries. I get this fucking. Some of you, I'm a Libra, whatever. Let's keep. Look at 2 shuffles. Libra. I don't know. I'm feeling Libra too. Let's keep going. All right. You're not going to fight for situations that didn't fight for you, and you are aware of this for the sign of Taurus. Some of you, it took a long road probably to go that, to do this, to trust the situation with strength. Kind of be obedient to seeing what is for what it is. Like, focus. I think you're more focused on your stability, or the actions that you're going to produce going into the world, or the way you view the world and how you go after stuff. Anything else for us? If you dealt with somebody that was lying to you or hiding I get this lying, hiding energy when I look at these 2 cards. Somebody lying, hiding, or acting too immature. You're cutting that out. You're learning the lessons. I feel like you're figuring something out about a situation. This does feel like it is connected with a relationship, a partner. I feel like what you're doing, one shuffle, is you're finding your happiness and how to build your happiness, and you're taking action. That's what I feel like you're doing. Some of you know you got to keep somebody cut out. Look at, keep somebody cut out, like paper cuts, like a knife cuts paper, or like a scissors cut paper. They've got to, that situation has to be left behind. That's the message I see for Taurus. The Tower. The change is on its way. It's up to you to know if that's what's correct for you, though. It's only up to you to make that decision, and if it's the right decision for you. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. Let me make this look a little bit better if I can. There we go. All right. Gemini. What do we got for Gemini? Ooh, you're already on the board. Well, you're not you in general, but your first card came flying out. What are you trying to tell me about Gemini? Geminis, there could be somebody in your energy that wants to show up passionately towards you, but they feel like you won't respond to them, or this could be vice versa. Somebody could still have a lot of passion for you or want to fix something. Somebody may want to fix a mistake with you when it came to a love situation, or they also may feel like the only thing you're focused on right now is producing, Gemini. Like I feel like that when they look at you, they feel like you worry about taking care of everything that you can take care of at this time, and kind of uninclude them. Okay? What else is here? You also may want to look up the meaning of cricket spirit, Gemini. I just saw a cricket in my window, and that I don't see crickets very often. Hold on a second. Is that a cricket? I need to see what that is. I can't tell because it's on the screen through the window. If that's a cricket or like a lotus, it's one of the two. I'm not looking at cricket or lotus. Let's keep going for Gemini. So it might be like I gotta look it up. I'll look it up. I'm not sure. That looked like a big ass cricket if that's what it was. Some of you could also be stressed out with a home situation or a family situation in general. You know, clarify that. Doesn't mean you are now. You could have already went through this for some of you, or be going through this now. What else is here? Some of you know there's a decision that needs to be made around a house or home situation. Stay or go energies. Do I stay or do I go? Clarify the Two of Swords upright. Some of you, it's almost like you know there's a decision that needed to be made. This could involve how you feel about the time shared with the kids you have or something like that. Something like that with your kids, like maybe setting a schedule where the other party sees them, or just knowing that the other person is not putting in to see them enough or something. What else is here? Clarify that. This one. Clarify it. What are you saying? Some of you guys may be very happy or very sought after options. You have Seven of Cups. If you've had a hard time with your emotions and it's been like set back, I think that's going to come to an ending. I've got the Seven of Cups upright with the Death card reversed and the Nine of Cups. I feel like that's going to come to an ending. If things have made you feel like left in the cold or left behind, I feel like that's coming to an ending. The King of Wands with the Tower. Something emotionally that you may have been passionate, I think you've kind of accepted an ending. Some of you could be moving or just moved on from that energy. A lot of you could have taken a lot of great strength to get up that emotional power and reap the what? The benefit, the balance. That's good. What else is here? Or that's what you're working towards. You also, something about you traveling or moving soon. Some of you could be traveling or moving soon. Somebody could be traveling towards you, or you could be moving, traveling towards somebody. It might be you. I pull that on you usually. It could be you're traveling towards somebody. You were cutting out anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. That's what you were working out. Anything you feel like you cannot trust at this time, it's like you're going to slam the brakes with the Chariot reversed. You may also be really, really focused on your stability or making ends meet right now. Career may have a big thing for you. You may have a big thing going on with career. And anything that tries to distract you or get on your nerves, you'll cut out. You won't go towards it. You'll kind of leave it in the cold, or just, I get like an ignore energy. Like you just won't want to put up with it. Could have been a love connection. So if somebody comes back or tries to, you're not really going to want to go towards this love situation. Clarify the Page of Cups reversed for Gemini. No, because you put an ending to this. Ten of Swords. You went to a completion. I feel like you went through a healing. And that could have been with the, some of you had to look into something or trust that something's never going to make you happy. A person, or it's definitely something in a relationship wasn't going to make you happy, and you had to transform emotionally, fend for yourself, and maybe even as the parent of the parties involved. I do see things are going to work out for you. It may not feel that way now, or you may have this overwhelming feeling. Just keep trusting your direction. Keep telling yourself you have the inner compass to go after anything you want. Any celebration you want, it's at your disposal, or it will be, something like that. All right, let's go to Cancer. One to 3 months from now, some of that could go through within 1 to 3. Let's keep going. Cancer. Here we go. Hi, everybody. Cancer. What's the message for Cancer? What do you want me to say? Let's hear. What's the tarot guy? Why? If you were treated like a party favor in a relationship, you're not going to let that really. You've already figured out, or probably months ago, several months ago at that. I'm going to say several, maybe 7, maybe 8 months ago. You may have figured out, like, I can't play with this. That may have been the decision at hand for the sign of Cancer. Look at this. You have the 7. the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like you knew something of the past that you were probably excited about at one point to build towards, but you may have recognized you can't build towards it. This may have been many months ago, many moons ago. Let's put it to you that way, Cancer. Some of you knew that the person just wouldn't grow up or change. Too fucking childish. Page of Swords energy. So what happened? You got to like the chopping block with it. You said, no, it's got to go. You know, it's not for me. I can't build with it because I gave it the opportunity and it wouldn't fucking build with me. That's what I see for you. Some of you, it could have been third-party interference. That's not for all of you, but that is for some of you. And that's kind of why it might have made you feel this way. The message I'm seeing here is emotionally, I don't think it's bothering you anymore. Let's see what else we get after the King of Cups. I think you put this behind you and you're ready to like trust your new direction with the Wheel of Fortune, heading into a broader perspective or reality, outcome of your surroundings or the things that you've had to deal with in life is what I see for the sign of Cancer. What else is here? You also clarify that. You may be invited to something soon. Some of you may be invited to something soon. Yeah, the Empress upright. If the card's upright, it's you. So when I read, you may be invited to an event, whether it's a wedding, a celebration of any kind of sort, concert. You could be heading in that direction, or somebody could just spur of the moment show up for some of you. Some of you, it may be something that was planned that you forgot about, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll do it. That's, if you want to go after it, I would say go after it. 3, that's to me, yes, yes, yes. Let's keep going. What else is here? Yeah, it's clarifying what I told you. I told you you had to leave something out in the cold. This fell under the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords upright. Somebody that could have broke your heart, or had somebody was playing with the field with somebody else. Is Cancer hung up on it? No. You're not, Cancer. You're not hung up on the situation. Not anymore. Not anymore. Anything else for Cancer? Cancer. Cancer, did you discover out what I'm reading to you? Did you figure this out? You just came flying out. Did you realize I can't take action? I'm not going to be treated like that or swayed in a direction like that. And guess what? At the end of the day, I know not to reconcile with somebody like that, Ace of Cups reversed, or build in that direction. Cancers are all about their stability and their fortune at this time. And you are going to get balance. So don't worry about anything that's happened to you, because I see good things coming for you. I like you reading a lot. That's what I have for you. Let's keep rolling. Leo. Just a second. All right. Anything else? I almost said anything else for Cancer. I needed to give you another message. If you were thinking, hold on, I got to go back before we do Leo. If you're a Cancer, and there was something you were thinking about taking a ride with or trusting, I think your answer might be yes. Let's go to the bottom. If you're nervous to build in a direction, I've got yes. It's like you could be nervous about it. Cancer. I'm going to ask, should you? This ain't love. This ain't love. This is like a work thing, or lying to yourself about a work situation, or if it's going to happen. Just take a risk when it comes to building with work. Some of you, it's a previous career. Some of you, it's something you're already currently doing that you could be worried about, something like that. You have things don't look bad for you, and it feels around your career. I'm going to leave you with that. Let's go to Leo now. It's almost like if somebody out there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, if you need to hear something about a career, you're probably going to get the green light. Something about a green light. Here we go. Let's go. Leo, got to put you on the board. I thought I just did. Leo. Maybe some of you are thinking something like that. Here we go, Leo. What's the message for Leo? What's the message for Leo? What's here? Should probably come up. Why? Explain that. Give me something else for Leo, please. On top, clarify anything you can on this for Leo. Leo, let's start. You have the Knight of Cups reversed with the Four of Cups reversed. If there was a situation at one time you were trying to go after in love, or you felt like you needed to, if there was something in the past that you were holding on to, I don't feel like you want to hold on to it anymore. I don't feel like you're wanting to hold on to that situation anymore. If there was definitely could have been if you were with a water sign. It doesn't have to be water, but all four top cards are water reversed. It's like you don't have time for it, or you don't want to be emotionally drained by it, or worried about a situation, or feel like be stuck in obstacles, or the lack of something showing up. I feel like you're not wanting to feel defeat of the past. You're like, no, you're just cutting it off. You're like, no. Could have been juggled in the past as well. This could have been with somebody you were with or celebrated with, you know. Could have been whether it was boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage person, something of the sort like that. I feel like you're recognizing it, if you have to discover what's best for you, to keep kind of focusing on that. With the I have the Two of Wands reversed and the Ace of Swords, trying to cut out through the BS or see things clearly for what they are. What else is here for Leo? Knight of Wands reversed. Why? Why for Leo? If somebody were to move towards you, you may not, I feel like you won't entertain it. Some of you, this is a cross-watcher's part. Some of you Leos, it could be, and I feel like water energy. It could be a Capricorn. Look at this, that, and then I've got the Moon, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But there's a situation here where this could be the cross-watcher too over here. The Knight of Wands with the Eight of Wands, walking away, toxic, or just not. Somebody will ignore somebody. It's telling me somebody's going to be ignored. Whether the Leo ignores the person they dealt with, or the person you deal with ignored. If you reach out to a Leo, you might get ignored right now. They may ignore you, is what I'm seeing. A Leo will just be like, I ain't got time for it. Or it's vice versa. If the Leo reached out, it could be like they get ignored by a water sign, a Capricorn, Cancer. Definitely could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Anybody else? Anything else? What else is here? Look at this. Somebody tries to come in, potentially a water sign. You're gonna scratch the offer. You're gonna say no. Page of Cups came up. Somebody comes in with that love offer. You're not going in that direction. Right now, I don't feel like you want to do that. Emotionally, I feel like you think it's not worth building towards. You've got the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Swords to building in reverse. I feel like, is this Leo? Yes or no? Is this Leo? Yes or no? Show me who this is, please. Is this Leo? Yes. Look who just popped on my table. Upright. It's you. It's Leo. Some of you are going to really focus on building your career, your money, or doing something around your home. Some of you may also be focusing on savings, starting to save your money as well. What else is here? Judgment in the world. Some of you also, here's another part of the message. Some of you also may start putting more commitment into situations that weren't fair to you around home, that weren't justified around the home, that were probably you were getting breadcrumbs. You know, the Fool reversed, getting a runaround. I feel like the chapter's over with that. I feel like that's changing for you. Some of you, it was definitely with a love partner that was doing this to you. Doesn't have to be a current love partner either. Balance reversed. So you were trying to get justice, but the way you probably needed to get justice, whether it was an air sign, water sign, fire sign, maybe Capricorn. I feel like to get justice, you had to cut out a person or a situation. Also, you had to be patient with something. The lack of getting what you wanted. Stubbornly, you may have been aware of that as well. King of Pentacles reversed, ten of Cups reversed before it. You may have been aware of that. That's on my end over here. You also may have felt like mistreated or used. I get like used energy in a situation. The Emperor reversed with Temperance, and the action you need to focus on right now. Show me. What's the act? What's here for Leo? Not look at what landed on my hand, and I caught it off my hand. Not being in what status? Hangman status. Not letting anything slow you down or hold you back. Put you in like pause mode, stop mode. Don't fight, Leo. You might have to fight off everything around you and just do you at this time. Or what's good around you or healthy around you. Maybe pertaining to family or something of the sort. What else is here for Leo? You may be cutting out anything that you could that felt like it was cheating you. If something felt like it was cheating you in life or making you unhappy, Leo, you're cutting it out. You're saying no to that. You're saying no. And it could have been somebody that's been lying behind your back or lying to you for too fucking long. Leo, I feel like what you want to see is a victory. Some of you guys are waiting for a victory with a new love connection. Others of you are building what? What are you building? Building towards your stability, or you're doing both for the sign of Leo. That's what I have for Leo. Let's keep rolling. All right. Virgo in a minute. Virgo. Let me tell you guys something. That was so fun because it was so unexpected. If you didn't catch the beginning, you'd have to know what I'm talking about right now, and you just hopped in, you'd have to catch the beginning. If you want to, you want to. If you don't, you don't. That's up to you. This before I started all signs. But to see their faces, literally, legit, to see their faces, like, because I could feel the anxiety and the nervousness, the tension in the room when I'm questioning it, and I'm kind of being like, I'm kind of giving the strong, bold face, like, and not letting them know why. And then to tell them, like, what you're offering to the school for the children, I think it's a great idea. And I understand other parents won't, and they were so nervous. And they don't realize what's sitting in front of them. You know, I even told them, like, the school that was just on that Zoom, they don't know. I didn't choose to tell them. But it's weird, because if I went back to the first day I sat in this room with these people, we sat in that room, and I told them, I like it here. So I like the energy here. And if I should have brought that up today, but if I go Friday, I'll talk to the lady. Be like, you remember what was said in the first time we sat down? I said, I think he'll be good here. I feel comfortable here. And the lady would be like, now it makes sense why you were that way, or why you spoke like that. But anyways, let's go. Let's go. They were so not expecting that. So when I get in touch later with his teacher, I'll probably just be like, listen, I didn't mean to make you nervous, because I know until I told you, and then you were like in shock, because to them it's new, you know, it's very new to them. And it's weird how the world works. A lot of the readings I've given recently are to people that it's their first time. It's new to them, you know. There's so many signs and things around us that we really got to focus on and pay attention to. Let's keep going. All of us, me, you, all of us. We all came in the same way. We all go out the same way, you know. But let's keep going. Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? What's the message for Virgo? Clarify that card. Whew. Some of you, earth sign, maybe water or air. There's a sign here that I get this, you don't want to be upset over them energy. Double air came out for the last two cards on the top. And then you've got not building in that direction. If they tried to come towards you with like a small love offer, it may make you think about what had already happened kind of energy. And I don't think you would want to really play with this. You may have felt like they had too much going on. Some of you, they may have been focused on something they hadn't figured out yet. Something about, I haven't figured this out with a past person. I feel like that's what they were. Somebody could come towards you, or somebody you dealt with in the past could have still been in a past relationship or had that person on their mind. And you, like, I don't feel like this was explained to you. I feel like you got no explanation. Let's keep going. What else is here? They may message you. Could be a fire, air sign. Fire, air sign, water. Maybe earth. That just feels like you just didn't get the happiness or the celebration you were looking for. I'm gonna stick with fire, air, and water on this. Okay, let's keep going. Some of you, they may have looked the other way because they knew they needed to like bootstrap their finances, get the finances in order. This could have been a fucking Leo. Definitely could have been a Leo. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Also, if they weren't a Leo, maybe a Sagittarius or some, is what I'm seeing here. But when it came to this celebration, I think if it wasn't a love relationship, or they could have been going through like they could have been getting divorced. This person could have been getting divorced. They could have been going through the judicial system. Holy shit. Not getting, what they want, or feeling abused. And I feel like they were still trying to figure that out. Whoever you may have dealt with could have been air sign, fire sign, maybe water sign as well. What else is here for Virgo? Maybe a Gemini. Whoever it is, if this person tries to come in with a message, I feel like what you'll do is you'll tell them, like, I'm all set. I feel like it's a dandala kind of energy on you. It's a done dala. Done dala. It's being left behind. Air, fire, water. I feel like you're trusting yourself at this time. And I think you should be emotionally happy at that call. Like, I feel like you don't need a wake-up call. I feel like you know what you're doing. Beautiful. Some of you know finances are on the horizon, or are a big priority as well. And the judgments that could come out with your finances, or discovering what to do with finances, or focusing on your finances and your health right now. Those two things, or the way you look. Something about the features of your skin, your look. Anything that makes you feel out of, like, you're leaving anything behind that makes you feel like it's uncomfortable. I feel like you're not holding on to anything that you feel uncomfortable with. You don't want to come off guarded. You won't communicate with it. You won't move towards that direction. You won't do that. I think you've seen a lot of what you don't want to see already, is what I see for Virgo. That's what I got for you. Let's keep going. All right. Welcome in, everyone. Let's keep going. Libra in a minute. Libra. I hope they're resonating for you guys. I don't really like to look at the chat much. You all know that. I like to just focus on giving you the tarot and go to the next side. Call out a person or two that gets a little nasty in here, but I'm getting tired of doing that too. Here we go. Libra. Cards are shuffling quick today. Libra. Some of you had to make a decision with an air sign or a fire sign. I hope there wasn't a fire or air sign hidden. I see something about somebody being hidden from the other person. Fire and air. That wasn't there just a second ago. That was. And when I saw that something was being hidden, the blindfold, there was a different fire card there. It was the victory card. Here we go. Libra. you're not going to go after anything that keeps you guessing. This is what I'm seeing for you. Anything that keeps you guessing, I feel like you're going to release or stay away from. You have the 5 of, it's almost like if there were betrayals or battles that want to rush towards you, especially in the love department, you're like, no to the no to the no. My nose is getting itchy. Some of you know that if something came towards you again in love, you don't want to be suspended on this. It's almost like you don't want to rediscover or open up something that you've already put down. Your stability may be very important. Some of you, it could be a player. Definitely could have been a fire sign that played you. Also, I feel like somebody was being sneaky. I have like this. You have like somebody was being a sneaky asshole kind of reading is what I see. Somebody was being a sneaky butthole. And what I'm seeing here could have been a fire sign, air sign that you dealt with, or an earth sign. All I have here is fire, air, earth. Very little water. The water indicates it's somebody you were connected to, that you shared that love, that emotion. What else is here? I feel like I need to give you the next card. This person could have been lying to you, put you in a long, treacherous feeling of heartbreak, or like this, I don't know, I want to say tremendous feeling of heartbreak or lack of trust. Clarify those two. Clarify those two. Jump, please. They could have also been financially draining you. Ace of Pentacles are making you feel financially drained, lying to you about loving you, because they loved your finances or wanted you to take care of them. What the hell? I feel like the more you focus on the stability, the more you're going to have insight on a new love offer to come in. A new love message may show up that you can go out and celebrate with. This is awesome. And that might be the judgment you've been waiting for the sign of Libra. You may have a brand new love connection that wants to come towards you. I'm getting something like that on your energy. What is that? If it's an air or fire sign from the past, I'm going to tell you, I feel like that cycle has come to a completion, and emotionally you're leaving it behind you. Could be a fire air sign. And I feel like you know about this and it's not a secret as well. I'm going to tell you, if I kept going, I feel like there's a new love offer coming towards you. Truth and clarity. You might get a new love offer coming towards you soon here. Some of you are working towards releasing it mentally, and you're halfway there. That card came out sideways, and the change is on its way. It will be produced. If you haven't fulfilled it completely, just be patient with the situation. It's going to show up. You're going to get in control. You're going to take the lead of that situation. That's what I see for Libra. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Scorpio. Yeah. These aren't going to be the longest reads today. Not today. You might get like a check in the mail, or you might get surprised with money, or how you start developing more money, Scorpio, or how it just shows up for you, something like that. How it comes easy. I don't know why I feel the need to tell you that, but I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to roll with it. What's here for Scorpio? Just one shuffle for you guys. What's here for Scorpio? I have two stories. So some of you guys, air sign, water sign, you could have dealt with somebody that cut you out, that emotionally just wasn't at their highest, wasn't at their best peak of emotions, or wasn't able to offer you the correct emotion. Something about somebody that cut you out, that it's not coming back, kind of like it's not going to come back, but a lot of it has to do with their self-work that they have to work on. This is a decision they have to make and change. So somebody you dealt with has to make this decision and change and move towards that. Right now, I don't feel like they feel good. I feel like this person's trying to get rest and maybe move on from experiences that I'm going to say past trauma, past realization. Might have to identify with past realization. Somebody you dealt with. That's my yes. I'm asking if it's the other person or you, and it's the other person I'm getting. This person's got to work on that past, and that they got to move out of that past energy. They got to transform that tower, make a decision. Show me something about Scorpio. What's here for What's here for Scorpio? You may have let this go, known that you had no choice, and it was best to focus on yourself. If you have any animals, you're spending time with your animals or spending time with family. What else is here? Scorpio. You've learned that so I'm essentially getting, if you had dealt with this situation, you've learned how to move on. Like, you're like, I'm good with it, I'll just move on. That's probably what I need to do. I'm not going to be stuck, the Hangman reverse. So you recognize, I can't be stuck here. I need to just, let it be what it is. Kind of accept what it is for what it is, energy. I'm going to focus on me, the stability of my animals, my family, maybe close relationships. I'm going to move towards making sure I don't get stuck or committed to anything stuck of the past. What else is here? You took your time to figure that out. I feel like you did explore you explored something for the right reasons. What else is here? And you know that if this person messages you, what's next? Clarify the message. What's going to happen? That you'll cut them out, or you. I don't feel like you'll bat for this or go to bat for it. Some of you, it's just like you couldn't get to you couldn't get the breakthrough you were looking for, and I think you've accepted that. And it's with a love situation. It's with a lover, somebody you were with. Your stability right now is what's important. I think that's what you're playing with now. What you're playing with now, and look what came out after that. Because the playing card I did see, that's what you're building towards. I didn't see the card after it. That's cool. That's what I see for Scorpio. Let's keep rolling. All right. Who are we on? Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let me see who's here. Hello, everybody. Hello, Vulgar Hearts. Echo. Cassandra. Sagittarius. What's here for Sagittarius? Some of you are straight up like, I'm ignoring anything that I feel. Anything you don't want breaching you. Anything you don't want breaching you, like the leaves fall off the trees, you kind of focus on that energy. I'm not going to be breached with anything that's going to be bothersome, cumbersome, something like that. What else is here, Sagittarius? The Hangman reversed. You're not going to put up with anything that emotionally, look at this. It flipped and landed in my cards and emotionally drains you. You're not going to do that. And you're going to focus on you and the horizons ahead of you, or the direction ahead of you. Also, your creativity may be spawning or opening up a lot. You may be building towards your passions, your creativity, or have really good insight, maybe even good advice for people right now. What else is here? Some of you know that something that might not have lasted as long as you wanted to, or that you were unable to build with. It's like you learned about what you could learn in a situation with the Ace of Pentacles. If it's not there for me, or I can't have it, I'm not going to lie to myself about it. I'm not going to be, it's almost like I'm not going to be naive. Under that King of Wands you have, I'm going to go after a victory, and it might be a brand new connection that you go after. Something with a brand new connection. I've got the World and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel a lot of new energy on this. Like you'll check into new things. Maybe let go of old celebrations, or if they've cut you out from the past, you're going to take action towards a victory, towards new stuff. The World and the Wheel of Fortune to me is creating a brand new direction, or maybe hindsight on how to handle a situation going forward. What else is here? Some of you have given this a lot of thought back and forth in your mind. Some of you, if you felt like you couldn't trust something, a situation, it was like you knew the action you had to take was trusting yourself, your thoughts, and your emotional feelings. and probably release something emotionally. Fight not to send a message or respond back to one. Know not to go after that, because I feel like you have new options ahead of you. They may not be here yet, but they're going to come. And a lot of it has to do with, I feel like you walked up that hill and released this. You went after the change, or you've been working towards that. And a lot of you, if this resonates for you, you're making the right decision. Some of you may reconcile. Others of you may reconcile with that person, or you may decide, you know something, I want to start brand new somewhere else, and that's where I want to put my foot down to take action. That's what I have for you. All right, Sagittarius. Next. Who is next? Let's go. Capricorn. 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 What's the message? That way. Ooh. If you were lied to in the past by any sign that you thought you could build with, you came to a crossroads where you had to make a decision. This decision was no. You said no. You're not going to betray me. You're not going to mess with my stability or stress me out with the King of Wands reversed. You're like, no. The Magician reversed. What I see for Capricorn is if you dealt with an air sign, earth sign, definitely air sign, earth sign, maybe a water sign. You're like, no, you're not going to come stress me out. You're not going to lie to me or be deceptive towards me. Lying, but wanting balance. I don't think you're going to step in that direction. I get lack of trust with these two cards. Like, you don't trust this. If somebody came in to message you from the past, I don't think you'd want to entertain it at this time. I feel like you're like, no. Emotionally, I feel like you're looking away from past situations that damaged you or hurt you, or connections you wanted to establish this with, a love connection with. Two of Swords. Some of you had to come to the conclusion or identify with, and already have, that you're not going to let this come back towards you. Air sign, water sign. Some of you may felt like, man, they were tricking me all along, or they were hiding something from me. They weren't showing me what was really going on with that stability card. Or you could have also felt like their stability was the reason, like they were more focused on what they need to do for themselves than the relationship at hand. But a lot of you, it feels more like the first thing. It feels like you were stressed out about a situation with a person that I don't think, if they tried to come back, I think your answer, you'd say no. Why? Clarify why this is here. Why is that there? Give me something so I can make sense of why that's there. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to just stand your ground. And you may have lacked patience or just given up on the patience with that situation. Said, no, I'm not going to be patient with this situation, or I don't need to discover anything else more than I figured out or found out. Once you found something out, it was enough for you. It made it so you were like, look, that's what the judgment is. It looks like you might have made that discovery. What else is here? So if you felt like you had to go after balance or pursue that, I think that's the journey you're seeking right now. Clarify these two. Show me something. You may have a love offer that wants to come towards you, or a past person who's sideways. That's somebody that does think about you, or think about offering you, communicating with you, pursuing you, taking action. Could have somebody that misses you or thinks about you, or the what they could have built with you is what I'm being shown. The Page of Cups, the Moon, the Two of Cups reversed, the Page of Cups reversed. Death upright. Why? This was all meant to be part of the process, and it was supposed to teach you something. It was supposed to teach you what's healthy and what's not healthy. It was supposed to teach you what's acceptable and what's not. And for others of you, if you just lost somebody out there, I am so sorry, because I do put these in private readings as sometimes somebody crossing over recently, or it could be coming up. So if you're going through anything like that, I feel you, and I'm sorry to bring that up. And I hope you're doing okay, or that person's goes peacefully, if that's the case. But as far as a relationship, I don't think you're going to let it sway your mind. Thank you for the super chat. I feel like emotionally, you've realized that you can't be held back on a situation. It took a while. It might have taken 3 or 4 months. You might have realized there was a person that was untrustworthy. And who realized at the bottom of the deck? You did. That's what the reading shows me. So what did you do? You said, I'm gonna step back off that ledge, and I'm gonna create my own foundations, my own fortunes. That's what I see you focused on. With the Empress reversed and the High Priestess reversed, and the Four Cups before it reversed, it's almost like you felt like this person was judging your skill set, your abilities, and stressing you out a little bit, making you wonder, what's the cause? Why do they start but stop? Or what are they not telling me type energy? Strength reversed with a Star. Could have been an air sign or an earth sign that you dealt with. Maybe a fire sign. But whoever it was, you had to take on, you had to witness something or identify it for what it truly was. Okay. Here we go. Welcome in, everybody. Oh. Some of you had to make that judgment call, or like the curtain call with the judgment. You guys made it. I think you made it out clearly, or figured something out. Kind of knew the assignment, and the judgment was, let me focus on what's going to make me happy. You know, some of you are starting to do that and cut out anything that doesn't move towards you correctly or bring in balance. Capricorn, that's what I see for you guys. All right, Aquarius in just a second. I will tell her, Kimberly. I will tell her. Thank you, real estate in Los Angeles. What's for Aquarius? What's the message for Aquarius? What's the message? Something about your emotions being all fucked up. We'll get there though. Not something with emotions or hiding them. Something to do with your emotions. Hold on. Give me something for Aquarius. Why? Somebody doesn't feel like they got their value out of a situation. Potential Aquarius with a fire sign that you wanted to build with. 3 out of the 4 cards are fire. Could have been a Leo. Queen of Wands reversed. The King of Pentacles. Excuse me, not the King. The Knight of Pentacles. Stubbornly, either somebody's wanting somebody to come give them an offer, but feels like there's no more passion or investment. Knight of Wands, but still wants to play with the energy or thinks they think of them. What? could be you. I'm going to say it. It could be you. You could be wanting somebody to come towards you I don't know who that's for, but you could be having a hard time mentally, blocking your intuition more than you should be. Could be stressed out too, or feel not that connected right now because of finances or health. The health doesn't feel like it's on you as much around you. Trying to relieve stress. Also not trying to feel like put out. Hold on. A lot of you are really trying to focus on money or how you're going to produce money. You may have money problems, and I feel like that's what's stressing you out. Not all of you, but some of you may have money problems, or money's been on your mind. Am I going to stay ahead? Am I going to have to move again? Am I going to have to sell something else? What else is here? Why the Emperor reversed? I'm going to tell you, if there's an Aquarius out there that's feeling a little funny through this retrograde or feeling out of bounds, I'm sure you're going to snap out of it at some point. But right now, your direct message from my channel, if you dealt with somebody, I don't know, it could be any sign of the 12th zodiac, but if you dealt with somebody, whether it was a water sign, an Aries, a Gemini, a Leo, a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, you have everything on the board with them. Leo's here too. You have so many prominent cards with their sign. Whatever sign you dealt with, if you were looking for a yes or no, is this going to come back, or is this, if that's been what's given you the anxiety in this reading, I'm going to tell you with this love situation, because this is how it came out, this is your answer. Happiness could be delayed, or you've got to release the thoughts of something that's out of your control with that Emperor in reverse. The Eight of Cups with wanting to have something that's not there at this time. So in other words, it's a straight ass no. Like something of the past. I don't see it building with you. The love offer. Look at the love offer. Knight of Cups reverse. Not getting that love offer. Some of you have to have the strength and go after the balance of understanding that. Otherwise, the only person that you could be lying to yourself, the only person you could be lying to or screwing up is yourself right now. You could, don't step on your own toes is the reading I have for you. Also, go out and have a good time. That's the message I see. Make new connections, kind of. That's what I'm getting. And I just saw the Magician, the Empress. I do have the Empress. It's up to you to make this decision with the Empress and on the bottom. I'm going to stop there. It's up to you to make this decision and make that build the momentum. That's what I see for you. Don't hold on to the past. Some of you have already figured that out. Others of you, if you went through this and you're watching this tarot reading, and you've probably never watched me before, but you wanted to know if you're making a good call on a situation that was really hard to get over, or things have been stressing you out and you're not with this individual, likelihood of it working out isn't that good is what I'm seeing. It might not fight for you. You might need to figure that out. You might need to realize that it's, everything's reversed. Page of Cups is reversed. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. Don't let anything emotionally upset you. I started like that. I'm ending like that. I felt like emotional problems or feeling like it's blocking your gift, your blessings. I don't know. I don't know who that could be for, but that's what I got. Let's keep going. Pisces. 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 Truth shall set you free. We're going to start with that for you. The truth of the matter is there may have been a situation I feel like that you were fighting for, and discovering, when this discovery was probably to learn to trust yourself. Pisces, I'm liking your reading. You might have had to go through something that was really upsetting to recognize the person that you needed to trust was your internal revenue, like the internal insights was inside of you. The Ace of Swords, truth and clarity with oneself. The Nine of Pentacles, really taking care of yourself or taking care of business at this time, or having to take on a little bit more than you were prepared for. Something like that just might have came up for Pisces. Five of Wands with the Two of Wands. What I also see here is if there was something that you felt like you had to fight for, or it wasn't fighting for you, you came to a discovery, trusted yourself that it wasn't worth it. This wasn't worth it. Give me something else for Pisces. Why wasn't it worth it? You tell me. The cards, do I have to say anything else? The cards kind of speak for themselves. This is why it wasn't worth it. Some of you, it was a Leo. Others of you, clarify something else. What else is here? That if it was a Leo or an Earth sign, maybe an air sign that you couldn't build with, or that emotionally was hurting, I don't feel like you're stuck on this anymore. I feel like you're releasing this. I feel like this was it took a little while to recognize, not to build here with this situation. You might have hung on to it or tried to take action or pursue this person in the past. Ultimately, I think it was keeping you ungrounded. And once you recognized it wasn't fighting for you, that it's time for you to focus on your ultimate balance. Something about you focusing on your ultimate balance. Also, I'm getting like a Taurus energy. Some of you could have dealt with a Taurus. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles reversed, and the Knight of Cups. Some of you are trusting that you can't build towards a love offer that was not giving you balance. Air sign, fire sign, water sign, maybe. Definitely could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The answer is that it was left behind to teach you something. I get like this teaching message on you. Remind you that it's okay to walk away from a player or somebody that played you in love. You were played in love, is what it says. Somebody was trying to give you the and the message was, when they might have ghosted too. This person might have just been there 1 minute, gone the next. They just wanted to get some of it. They wanted some. Some people just come around because they want some ass. And I feel like that's what you learned about. And I feel like you're releasing the aspects of the control of it, or the fact that it just didn't pan out the way you wanted. Could have definitely been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's what I'm seeing here. Pisces, somebody was lying to you, is what it tells me. They were promising you everything but showing you nothing. And I think you realize that now. I feel like you're going to go after your manifestations. Look, you know why? I know why. You're realizing this now. You have that. You also could have somebody that's helping you from the other side, see the other judgment, or getting spiritually stronger. Something about you getting more spiritually aligned. If it hasn't happened yet, it could show up for you. Look, you could be going through that metamorphosis, that teaching and learning phase. You know the phrase, whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger? I feel like you just went through that, Pisces. Something else for Pisces. What is it? I feel like you just went through that, Pisces. This is the end of the reading. I want to say, if you were worried or still undecisive about going after that person, let the cards tell you. I'm not going to say much. If you know how to understand that, that's like making a decision on, do I reconcile? The reconciliation card is in the no position here. If it's a water sign, fire sign, don't respond to them, or don't take action towards them, or maybe keep them blocked, or just don't focus on that. Also, it could have been that you were juggled. That's what I have. And I feel like it took a while to find the patience or come unstuck from the situation. But I do feel like you finally learned that this person is not moving towards you or treating you correctly, so you're putting down the burdens. Bottom of the deck, whether it's a water sign, fire sign, air sign, or an earth sign. I hope you guys enjoyed this today. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. I'm going to go spend some time with my son. He will be off the bus soon. So that's what I plan to do. I want you all to have a great day and great rest of the week. I will be working a lot. I would try my best to come out soon. I didn't get many hours in yesterday for work, but I did get a good amount done. Luckily, somebody I work with was like, yeah, I'll come help you out. And I'm like, you don't have to. And so I banged out a lot of what I needed to get done. But then today I had a meeting, and then I decided I'm going to take the day off and do things I have to get done, do things that need to be done that I've been holding off on doing. And now it's time to go have fun with my son, magician. He's my little magician. Have a good day, everybody, and I'll talk to you later.